Hello guys, and welcome to another Sunday review. So this week I am reviewing the anime Attack on Titan. Now the reason why I'm reviewing this because I feel like the time is to do it right now, as it has been announced that Season 2 should be out roughly around April next month. Coming out April this year, so it should be out very soon now. We're almost there. We've been waiting 4 years for Season 2. So that being said, what happened in Season 1? Let's review Season 1 of Attack on Titan. So it all evolves around 3 kids that started off in this town, and in this town it was a settlement that started after the Titans attacked. 20% of the human population was killed off, and they built these 3 walls. Walls Maria, Wall Rose and Wall Cena. Now behind the first wall, Wall Maria, is where these 3 kids were living. Eren Yeager, Mikasa and Armin, sorry. They was all living in this town. They're all 3 close mates, and I think Mikasa was also living with Eren because she'd lost her family, and they took her in. Obviously he's living there with his mother and his father. His father's is always away at work. Now the story begins when out of nowhere there's a big explosion and the Titans decide to attack the walls once again with this colossal Titan. Now he was absolutely massive, 10 times bigger than any other Titan, and all the other Titans are 10 times bigger than all the human population, so this guy was absolutely giant. He took down the wall, all the other Titans came in, and then the Armoured Titan also came in. He took out, I believe, the 2nd wall, it maybe was. Either way, in all that going on, Eren, the main character, tries to run back to his house to find out what's going on there, because he saw that the first explosion came from around that area. To find out that his house had been absolutely demolished, his mum was trapped inside, and in the trying to get her out, the Titan comes, snatches her mother, eats her. It is very brutal, and then he's taken away, stuck on a boat, and in that point that he vows to join the military, join the scouts, and kill every single last Titan that he comes across. So after this point, he then goes off, joins the military with his 2 friends. They all join the military together, and after I think it's 5 years of being in the military, they then set out to on a mission to reclaim one of the walls. I think it is something like that. I can't entirely remember. But on this mission, they go out, and Armin and Eren are both on the same squad, and right in front of Armin's eyes, Eren gets eaten. The main character is then eaten, which was a complete shock, and I thought the fact that they just killed the main character was absolutely amazing. The fact that you then had to keep watching to find out what was going on. I mean, this is quite early on, so at this point I'm questioning if he even is the main character, because it was only, well, it's a 25 episode series and you're probably 6 episodes in at this point maybe. So I was then questioning who the main character was, or whether they was even going to go with it from there on. So they do that, and then all hope is lost. Everybody seems to be dying. There's hardly anybody left at this point out of the military, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this Titan comes, helps them all out, and actually saves them. He's fighting the other Titans as this one Titan. And then they get out to safety. This one Titan is then overrun by other Titans, and as he's losing the fight, it then turns out that that Titan is none other than Eren himself. He turned himself into a Titan somehow, which was a massive twist of the story again. So following that, he is then taken into custody by the Scouts, and with him being taken into custody by the Scouts, they then decide what to do with him. Is he a Titan? Is he a human? If he's a Titan, should he be killed? Should he be used to their advantage? How do they go about it? And the verdict is to put him in the Scout Regiment so he can go out and fight the fight with all the Scouts, taking it to the front line, so he can try to reclaim back the wall, so they can defend the wall again, because there's now a massive hole in the wall. And also, his father gave him a key before his father left the last time, and Eren believes that this key is the key to finding out what is the weaknesses and how to defeat the Titans. And he believes this key will unlock something back at his old house that was demolished. So they want him to seal up the wall and then go out to his old house, find out what this key unlocks, and find out how to defeat the Titans. Now, they set out on this mission to go claim his house, and on the way they come across a female Titan. Now, this female Titan absolutely decimates a good half of the Scout Regiment before she is captured by them. They'd set up a trap, they'd got her caught, and while she was caught, she then managed to take out another bunch of the Scout Regiment. At this point, hardly any of the Scouts are left, and then she also manages to break free from the rest of them and get away. At this point, Eren transforms into a Titan again, and they have a Titan on Titan fight, and she wins to the female Titan, taking him down, but he's still very much alive, but barely. In the fight, he noticed the way that she was fighting, and Armin noticed the way that she didn't actually want to kill him or Mikasa, which kind of said that it was somebody that they knew was this female Titan. It was someone else that could transform. So when they get back, they devise a plan. They realise that it's one of the people that they trained with back at the scout camp. So they set up a plan to capture her. If they lured her into this tunnel where she can't transform and become giant, then they'd know that it wasn't her, and she didn't want to go in. She then went crazy, turned herself into a Titan in the middle of the city, destroyed half of the city, killed again most of the military, most of the scout regiment. Lots and lots of people died in that, but it was an interesting battle between the two of them, which concluded in Eren pretty much I won't say losing the fight, but he just about lost, got his second whim, ended up taking her down, and then just at the point that he ripped her out and went to kill her, he then saw her face, realised that he couldn't do it, and between both of their powers sealed her into this cocoon of, I don't know if it's glass or steel or what, but either way she was sealed into this cocoon that she then couldn't get out, and all the answers and information that they wanted from her they could no longer get. Now this is pretty much where the series finished off, there was one small thing after the credits, if anybody saw it. There was actually a Titan in the wall where they'd been battling. They damaged one of the walls, and when part of the wall came down, there was an actual Titan in the wall. Now that's where the season came to an end. Now, with it coming to an end there, what did I think of the series? I thought the series was absolutely fantastic, one of the best animes I have ever watched. With the twists in it of you never know who's going to die, and then later on you find out that someone else is a Titan. You never know who else could be a Titan. If there's two of them, how many more is there? Just all the plot twists and everything else that they add to it, I think it's absolutely amazing with some of the stuff that they've done to it, and I am seriously looking forward to Season 2. Now, first of all, I will say, Season 1, how would I rate it? I would probably rate it a good 9 out of 10. I mean, there was a few times at the start where I was kind of wondering where it was going to go, and then again later on I wasn't 100% on where it was going to go. So there was the odd bits here and there that was a bit in between. That's why it's lost a mark. I mean, it had the potential to be absolutely fantastic, and it was. And with Season 2 coming out, it may turn out to be the greatest anime of all time. Who knows? We will see. Now, Season 2 coming out, my predictions for Season 2, with there being Titans in the wall, and it looked like it was another abnormal, so another one like the Armoured, like Eren, like the Colossal at the start. It could be another. It looks like it's another one of them, which means a hell of a lot more of them than we thought. Now, that being said, with them being so many of them, and with two of them being just in the Scout Regiment alone, we then need to. I think what's going to happen is there's going to turn out to be a load of them, basically, because the way that they was talking in the meeting at the end between the top bosses and them, I believe that it's going to turn out to be that there's a load of them. They're all going to come together, and they're going to work together as a Titan team, essentially, to bring down the rest of the Titans. Now, that being said, I also believe that they're going to go off, possibly as this Titan team, go off towards his house. I think they're going to find whatever was in that chest. I don't think it's going to be exactly what they was looking for. I think it could possibly be that his father turns out to be a Titan, but I could be wrong there. But it seems that his father disappears for long periods of time, and they never really know what's going on. I think possibly even he could be either the Colossal or the Armoured that was there at the start, but I don't know how wrong I was there. I haven't actually read the anime, so I don't know how correct any of these predictions are, but these are all my predictions for Season 2. Now, Season 2, like I said earlier, is coming out soon, so I cannot wait to find out what is going to be in Season 2. Sure you guys can. So if you haven't seen Attack on Titan, definitely go give it a watch now. It is on Netflix as well, so anyone can easily watch it there. So anybody out there that needs to look for a new anime, anything that they've not seen before, seriously, check out Attack on Titan. It is absolutely amazing. There's more of the reviews next week, and also more walkthrough videos of Braid coming tomorrow. So I will see you then. I will see you later. Bye for now, guys.